What's up, tubers? What if I tell you that there is a tech driver rifle that is inexpensive to own, shoot a very high velocity run, in fact more than 2600 feet per second, very accurate, good looking, and made here in good old USA. Also light to carry, and the punching power good, even more than 100 yards away, and also inexpensive to shoot, to own, to maintain, and very accessible, probably in your local FFL that you go to. What if I tell you there is such thing? What say you? You have probably guessed. That's right. It's the Savage A17. Talk about A17, you have to start with the ammo. Look at all these little cuties. The rifle comes with two 10-round box magazine that hold flash. Right there. Absolutely flash of the rifle. You have to slam on. Make sure the front part click. And they can take the abuse. It's very strong plastic. So just slam it on. Look at all these nice little cuties from CCI, made especially for A17. Sure, it's more expensive to shoot than 22 long rifle. But again, when you take this out to the range to sight in, if you do the scope correctly, you can get it done in one box, 50 rounds, no problem. And after that, every time you take it to the range, you are not going to shoot 100 of them. Because after the first 10 shots, you see a big hole. In fact, a little hole at the end of the range line. You will be smile and say, I can go home. That's why I don't mind the ammo price. It's still cheaper than shooting AR, right? But boy, this thing shines when you take it out to the wild, because the bullet can withhold strong wind and still reach the environment that you want to destroy out of your property. Look at that. Look at all these tiny cuties. But don't be mistaken, they are deadly. Okay? They are deadly. For comparison, this is the AR round. Okay? And this is the 17 HMR. See? The little brothers. But you take this to shoot a rabbit, you have no meat left. Okay? No meat whatsoever. Or a small hog. You know? You still don't have lots of bacon left. Because for the hog meat, you want to shoot the little ones. So the meat is delicious and edible. For that, this will do the job. People don't give Savage the credit it deserves, because it's the good old American entry-level rifle line. But boy, they are the first one to solve the problem of semi-auto rifle to be able to shoot 17 HMR because of their patented block design to block the blowback of the action, give enough room for the 17 HMR to get out and chamber the next round. Look at that beautiful pistol grip. Very, very nicely made. Look at that. Very good plastic. I put a very inexpensive but also very deadly Bushnell banner, Dawn to Dusk. Perform well under those dawn and dusk hours when you go out to hunt. At the front, you can adjust the yardage once you sight in at the range. And I sighted at the range at 25 yards. And I took it out to 120 yards. I forgot to turn this. It still works perfectly. Perfectly. I'm going to show you the range, sight in, target. But first of all, let me talk about, I took her out to shoot still at 120 yards. At first, I was hitting the silhouette easy, okay? That's half of human size silhouette. Then I say, okay, maybe I can be more, because I can see from the scope, I can see I hitting right at the chest I am. So I said, maybe I can target that head, the head at the 116 yard, half silhouette size. That's a small area. But boy, I ring every shot, okay? I ring every shot. I ring the steel every shot. Of course, with the front rest. The scope, they have a different model, but the one I have is up to 16. Yeah. Yeah, from 4 to 16. And you can adjust the green and red and brightness of it. Very nice. And the scope cover is also very good. Even I don't take it out, I can see clearly. So together with all the setup, you can probably also put a front bipod here. There's a bipod ring there. So all this together will probably cost you, less than $500. And you got yourself a very versatile rifle that is very good at survival times, to take care of the little games, to process those little games easy, get the protein you need. Won't cost you a bank to do that. And also have fun at the range. Not only fun, but boy, satisfaction. Satisfaction, right? That's the reason we go. Is to be satisfied with the weapon's performance and satisfied with our own shooting skills. Savage A17. I could not recommend more for a rimfire semi-auto. I love my Ruger 1022, but that weapon will have a harder time after out of 100 yards, or in my experience, out of 80 yards maybe. But this little puncher, they just fly, okay? They just fly. Look at that. Look at that. Now let's look at the range target. Now this is the first time I shot after I do the bore sight. But then you can see I gradually adjusted in here, and here I adjusted a little bit too much, and finally I narrow it down. That's the final group I did before I took it out to the wild to rinse some steel. Smaller than a thumb nail. Okay? "25 yards at the end of the range line." So there you go. Savage A17 attack driver rimfire semi-automatic. That is accurate, sleek, and patriotic. What more can you ask for? Let's take this beautiful setup one more time. Look at this foregrip. One thing though, I have to admit, is that because of the plastic stock and the very strong barrel, heavy barrel, make this rifle a little bit front heavy. So some people change the stock to overcome that. But again, I want to take her out to the wild. This is not a range toy. So I would keep the stock as it is. So long, safe shooting.